Hi everybody, this is Mary. It's Thursday, July 23rd. I've just gotten back from my visit with the nurse to go over my pre-op information and the dietitian to go over my pre- and post-surgery excuse me, the liquid diet before and after surgery and how to progress into regular food. I don't think I mentioned on my last video, because I haven't made one since, but just a couple days ago before coming in for these appointments, I got a phone call from the weight loss center at the clinic I go to, saying that Dr. Pitt, my surgeon, wanted to see me after I talked to the nurse and the dietitian, and that they would squeeze me in so I could see him. Part of me was kind of anxious about that because I'd had these tests done, and he expressed some concern that the results might indicate I was not a lap band candidate. And another part of me just thought, well, he wants to talk about the hernia, or he wants to talk about the results of the tests and that sort of stuff. So everything went good with all the visits with the nurse and the dietitian. I got in to see Dr. Pitt, and he opened up my file, and he's got the computer screen in front of him, and he's looking at that, and he said, okay, I've got the results from the motility study, the manometry, and it says that you've got significant loss of, I don't remember how he described it, but a significant loss of the ability of my esophagus to move food down. And he said, to make it short, I won't do lap band surgery. He said, I called my colleague to see if what he would do under these circumstances, and he said he would not do lap band surgery. So he went on to talk about gastric bypass. And I told him that I really was not interested in doing the surgery because of the malabsorption, that kind of concerned me, and the cutting on my stomach, and asked if maybe I would qualify for gastric sleeve. At least then I wouldn't have the malabsorption. But apparently my insurance company only covers the gastric sleeve if you have a BMI of 50 or above. My BMI was 44 when I started. At today's visit, I'm proud to say it was down to 38, but it doesn't leave me any option for the gastric sleeve. So now I'm at a point where he said I can decide if I want to find another surgeon who might be willing to do it under these circumstances, or do nothing, or have gastric bypass. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. My surgery was scheduled for the 5th. It won't be the 5th now, because if I decide to move forward with gastric bypass, they'll have to resubmit it for insurance. And then besides that, I had a class I was going to do in Door County, Wisconsin, on an island out there. It was a jewelry making class that I would have been okay for after lap band surgery, because the recovery is a little quicker, but I won't be okay for with bypass if I decide to move forward with that. So I told them to proceed with getting getting insurance approval, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to proceed or not. They said it'll take at least a week to get the insurance approval, up to 3 weeks, depending on how fast the insurance company moved. Then they'd have to schedule something, and I could bail out at any time, up to, as he said, up to the point where they put the mask on your face. So I've got some heavy thinking to do in the next couple days. I'm sure you all know you had your mind set to do weight loss surgery, And in my case, I had my mind set to do lap band surgery. And those of you who didn't get insurance coverage, I suppose you probably understand kind of where I'm at right now. The difference being for me, apparently my insurance will cover the gastric bypass, so that's better than not covering anything. But I just have to decide if that's a step that I want to take. But I'm so geared up for weight loss, it's like I've reached this point, I'm ready. I'm ready to go through what it takes. But on the flip side, I'm not sure if I'm ready to continue to diet the way I have in the past. I've done better this time, but it's been 7 months and I'm already, feeling that sense of, oh, well, maybe I should have a little ice cream tonight, or maybe it won't matter if I have a couple cookies today. That being one of the things that concerns me about the gastric bypass. I do love my sweets, and with the lap band, I figured I could at least allow myself a cookie now and then, or a couple Hershey's Kisses now and then. With the bypass, sweets are pretty much a no-no because of the dumping syndrome. So I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm going to probably end this pretty quick. I'm not thinking very clearly. Obviously, I'm sort of confused. I'm up in the air. I wanted my lap band. And I don't, there's a part of me that said, I'll just do the other surgery if that's what it takes. But then there's the flip side of me that still remembers all those reasons I didn't want to do it in the first place. So the next couple days I'll be talking with my husband, probably visiting a lot of YouTube people, revisiting their videos about their gastric bypass experience, and try to decide what I'm going to do from here. So I'll post to you later, whenever that happens to be. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.